Welcome back to another episode of Cats Out the Bag. Today I have a very special guest. She birthed me out of her own two legs.
I
My
certainly
mother.
did. Hello.
Say hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad there's not a studio audience because I'd probably have stage fright, but I feel pretty good right now with just a beautiful camera lady.
Is this your first? Sounds like she's like a woman of the night. Is this your first time talking into a microphone?
um, no. Well, yeah, since a long time. When I was in ninth grade, I did a play. They made me practice.
About what?
I was the fairy mod mother. It was cool and hip.
In the ninth grade?
Yeah.
Did you have to wear an outfit?
Oh, yeah. Very seductive.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of school did you go to?
Just a regular high school.
What
Not
was?
Jog Medford.
Oh, definitely seductive.
Yeah.
What was seductive about it?
Well, it was like a half, like tube top yellow, and then like bell bottoms. My belly showed,
And they just threw a pair of wings on you?
and all the teachers thought it was like a big uproar that I wore this.
Well, did you just come in that or they put you in that?
I showed it to the you know, the person who was directing it, and she thought it was cool. All my friends were in it, like it was, it was Pinocchio. It was like a take on Pinocchio in a modern, funny way. And I was this cool mod, hip
Chick.
chick.
Mother. uh,
I got pregnant 9 months later. No.
did you?
No.
That's to
It
say.
was that mod.
It was the outfit that got him going. So this week I have a bunch of stuff to talk about because I haven't done hot topics in a while. My voice is a little iffy right now. I'm just getting over a little something. R.I.P. to Dumbledore.
Oh,
Michael Gambon.
I feel all the wizards in the world should put their little wands up in the air tonight.
Yeah.
I feel
Wands
so
up
sick.
to
Up,
Dumbledore.
wands up in the air. I love that
He was
character.
the reigning Dumbledore. The first one passed away too.
I know, but he was good.
He was good.
He was very good.
Yeah.
I love them. I love the hobbits. I love
That's Lord of the Rings. What Hobbit?
Lord of the Rings. I love all of that stuff.
Was he in that too?
No, but I'm just telling you, I like that.
Oh. Oh, I was about to say.
No, I love Harry Potter. I love Lord of the Rings. I love, I didn't read the books, but I know you kids read the Harry Potter books. In my age group, we read the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit books.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was big. Um, but I love all that stuff. I love all that futuristic
Yeah. What's your
use.
favorite world?
Uh, I did like the Hobbit world a lot.
You were a Lord of the Rings girly.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that.
Did you
I,
go see all the movies in the movie theater?
oh yeah, probably with Danny, your brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's both Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings.
So what did you think when Game of Thrones first came out?
Oh, I couldn't wait. I wanted to find out ahead of time. He was telling me ahead of time all the things that were coming up. I wanted to know all the backgrounds. I thought it was one of the most well done things on TV.
What about the ending?
Eh, it could have been better.
I think so too.
Yeah. Well, that's why they're going to come out with the Jon Snow, you know, new series,
Mm-hmm.
and and the House of Dragons. I mean, they really, I think they took it up another notch, and I love that.
They took it up an incestual notch.
Well, back then, a lot of people did things like
The
that.
cousins were kissing.
Yeah.
But R.I.P. Dumbledore, man. I mean, he was in other movies too, but I can't.
Oh, many movies. He was a great English actor, character actor. He's been around. He's probably did Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a fine
Hell of a guy.
human being. And a loss to all wizards,
Yeah.
young and old.
Their wands are up. So, in other news, Usher's doing the Super Bowl.
I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be great. He's an all and all out performer, a dancer, a singer. He has a great catalog of music, and he can bring any guest on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has people of Justin Bieber, you know, other people have sang with him. I think he's going to do unbelievable.
Me too.
I think he's going to be one of the best.
I feel like they're picking a lot of people that have Las Vegas residencies to do the Super Bowl. Well,
Right.
actually, Rihanna doesn't have a residency, but I feel like people with like heavy catalogs.
Yeah. Well, and they got to keep it upbeat. It can't just be like Celine Dion, you know, because everybody go to sleep.
Yeah,
She has a beautiful voice. There's no voice like her. Adele too, beautiful voice, but you know,
they're not
you
firing anyone
need
up.
somebody to pump you up a little bit,
Yeah,
get you going, and get you excited.
get the people going.
Right.
What do you think your best halftime performance would be of all time? Like remembering.
I liked when the Stones were on. I really did. I think Tina Turner might have come out. I'm not sure, but the Stones were great. I thought they were unbelievable.
I Beyonce and Bruno Mars was really good.
Oh, I love Bruno Mars.
And the one where Britney Spears, NSYNC, and a rock band. I don't remember who it is for some reason.
Aerosmith, Walk This Way.
Maybe. I don't remember. If you do remember, comment down below.
Well, I saw Britney Spears in concert, and I took Deirdre. I think Kate might have gone, and Kelly. Right?
I don't
Uh,
think Kate.
no. Well, a couple of girls came, and she's a good performer. She's a really good performer. Voice, you know, it was all a bunch of. I don't know if she was singing all of that. She couldn't dance the way she was and sing that way. You know what I mean? But the performance was fun. We laughed. It was enjoyable. Was it my top 10? Would I ever pay big bucks for her? No.
Britney?
Nah.
I would for her prime. Like to see her in her prime.
I saw her in the prime. No.
Like the 90s?
No, well, when she came to the garden.
No, I need like pop Britney, like Hit Me Baby One More Time. That's when she was really
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
lower,
Mm.
manipulized, if that's a word.
Mm.
Because now she's doing some freaky shit. But we're going to get to that in a couple of minutes.
What?
Um, but speaking of football, Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift had a hard launch on Sunday, if that's what you would even call it. She was up in his box with his mother, and they were chatting and bullshitting. And she was just in there
Having
laughing.
a good time. Yeah.
And he was down on the field looking like Prince Charming.
Yeah. I mean, that's cute, but I don't think that she's like, oh, God. You know, she's going on a couple of dates with him.
Yeah.
You know, he's a cute guy, and he wanted to go on a couple of dates with her. You know, he did the right thing. He's doing a little flirting, and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What is it? They get in their DMs, or what do they do? Get in their pants, or what?
Yeah. They're DMing.
Yeah.
So men right now are pissed because there's this thing going around on TikTok where girls are recording like their boyfriends or like coworkers, and in the recording they're like saying to these guys, like the guys don't know they're being recorded. And she's like, yeah, it's crazy, right? That Taylor Swift is dating this Travis Kelsey guy. She's really gonna put him on the map. And the
And
guys are going nuts.
what are you kidding me?
He's a
Time.
NFL champion and all this stuff. Oh my God, it's so funny. I was watching some of the ones. These guys feel disrespected for him.
Oh my
But there's a lot of girls out there, even though this is a joke, that really didn't even know about him until she came on, like,
Well,
started dating him.
Yeah, if you're not a football fan, why would you know him?
She brought the ratings up 23 million.
She's an international, you know, celebrity and musician and performer, and he throws a ball
He does more
very
than that.
well. But you know, whatever. You know, I mean, he's of course he's very good. He's handsome. You know, but Apples and oranges to me.
Apples and oranges. I feel like he really put himself out there, and by doing like when he went to her show, he made a friendship bracelet for her and didn't get to give
Really?
it to her. And he has a podcast with his brother. And he said on the podcast, like, I went there to the show. I had my phone number on a friendship bracelet, and I wanted to give it to her, and I didn't get the chance. So this is really how it all started.
Wow. How
But
cute.
I don't think it's gonna last.
No.
Hopefully it does. I mean, I don't know. I love Travis Kelsey though. Him and his family seem like very nice people.
Down to earth, right?
Yeah, his brother just had a documentary come out on Amazon called
Apple.
Kelsey.
Apple or
I
Amazon?
think Amazon.
Okay.
And it's so nice. He's such nice people, and it shows like how like good of a brother he was to him, and then
Mm-hmm.
it shows them playing against each other in the Super Bowl, and it was so nice. Their
Yeah.
mom's crying, and then
Oh.
he says the older brother says to the younger brother, "Go spend time, go enjoy your win." Meanwhile, like they zoom in on him, and he's like crying because he lost. It was so sad.
Big baby.
I know. But speaking of Taylor Swift, she really thrusted herself into this Sophia and Joe Jonas divorce
By just
because
going out to lunch with her?
so this is the thing. The divorce news hit, everybody's scrambling and they're like, "Oh my god, this isn't true. I don't know if this is real, yada yada yada." Then they both release statements saying it is true. Then before you know it, they're saying they have ring camera footage. Then like it's just all coming out. Then she's suing him to bring the kids to London and or England or whatever. And then he's saying no, the kids have to stay in New York. Then she's out, spotted out to eat with Taylor, who is a mutual friend of theirs, even though she used to date Joe Jonas. So everyone's in an uproar about that. Like the Swifty work hard.
Well, I saw something about this, and she's going through federal court to try to get this whole divorce moved to England. Now, supposedly they were going to be living together in their forever home and bought it their forever home in England.
Mm-hmm.
So, he had the kids with him. She was doing this beautiful movie, which he's getting critically acclaimed um, accolades. It's called Joan. And that's why she was in England filming this film, or in Spain. And so it kind of almost looks like, oh wow, he's with the children for 4 months, but they both have careers,
Yeah.
and he wasn't, breastfeeding. He was on tour, I'm sure, with a nanny or his mother or somebody helping. Now she comes back, and she wants to raise her kids in England, and I'm sure she's the type of woman who's saying, of course they can come to Jersey, or maybe we can make both homes. I don't think she's saying I'm, not gonna give them his
Right.
rights. You know what I mean? I don't think it's anything like that. I think he made it a point of being a smart, having a little money behind him.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep it in New York, but now that she's gone to a federal court, they will ultimately decide where it goes.
Exactly. But now to bring up Taylor, so Taylor Swift is now letting Sophia Turner and the kids stay in her house in New York,
Oh, that's wonderful.
in New York City, her penthouse.
Good for her.
So I guess she's choosing a side.
Well, why wouldn't she?
I couldn't believe that they were getting divorced. I love them together. Shit happens, you know?
I don't know the Jonas Brothers that well, but I do know Game of Thrones.
I do know the queen. Oh, so Dancing with the Stars night one happened, and I know you didn't really watch some of it, but
No.
they got rid of Tyra.
Really?
And I don't know if you watched last season, but she did horribly.
And so they brought back Alfonso.
Well, no, Alfonso was on with Tyra last season, and they were okay together, but he's amazing.
Yes, he is.
So like he could blow anyone out of the water, but she was just horrible. Like she didn't remember people's names, spots, times. She was just all over the place.
Yeah.
So they brought back as the new co-host with Alfonso, Julianne Hough,
Oh, that's nice.
who is basically like the Dancing with the Stars darling. I mean, she's like the Katniss Everdeen of Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The problem with her is her and her brother always do.
The cha-cha?
Yeah, they always do like. You could always expect them to do like an impromptu like dance thing in like
Yeah.
the middle of the thing. They just use it
The
to their
foxtrot.
advantage, but it gets the people going.
Yeah, it does.
You just have to take it with
Yeah. I mean, that's
with
their
that
thing.
because
Yeah.
now he's a judge because the guy Len Goodman passed away last year. R.I.P. to him.
Oh, wow.
So this is the first season without him being a judge. So now it's just Bruno, Derek Huff, and Carrie Ann Anaba.
I love Bruno.
Me too.
You gotta dance with your finesse.
Yeah, and then he grabs his chest.
Yeah.
He's so funny. But the cast, I feel like they just threw the cast together. It's the weirdest group of people I've ever seen in my life.
What's her name? Jamie Spears. She looked very stiff. I saw some little bits and pieces.
The girl's a freak. I mean, they got her on Dancing with the Stars. I feel like they shouldn't have even given her a platform after all the heat she just faced with the whole Britney Spears thing, they got Jamie Lynn on here dancing in the ballroom, but Britney Spears is at home dancing with daggers in the middle of her living room.
I know.
Like she's in a fucking knife fight.
Well, you know,
and
she's a good little actress. I saw that show. What is it?
Zoe 101.
No, The Heart Calls Wild or something like that. On Netflix.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Well, she's in it.
Jamie Lynn?
Yeah, Jamie Lynn.
She was not that bad on Zoe 101.
Yeah, she plays a homewrecker, but she's good.
She's been wrecking homes her whole life, starting with her sister and locking her in the room. I mean, I don't understand. Hopefully she...
Now, who else is on there?
So they also have Mauricio, who's on there. Also was a little stiff. Good-looking guy, though.
Yeah, handsome.
Handsome man. Hopefully he does good. He's with...
His wife was supporting him, but they're separated. Mm-hmm. And she's with this girl with tattoos. I think she's going lesbian.
Yeah, me and my other Hot Topics boy said that we thought she was.
Yeah. The girl's a rocker or a country girl. I don't know.
But that girl actually released a statement saying that they're not together like that.
Oh. We're just friends.
But she also is her love interest in her new music video. So who the fuck knows?
Did you see the video? Oh my.
Did you?
Yes. Too much. You know, it was like whipped cream slowly going down her breast. Oh my God. So dramatic.
Was it a porno?
Just this love affair, but it just was too, it wasn't natural.
Too raunchy.
No, yeah, raunchy. It just wasn't, it wasn't natural. It didn't look, Kyle Richards shouldn't have been in the video. I don't think.
So then maybe they don't have that chemistry.
No. I mean, she looked pretty. It just wasn't, I don't know. What's that girl from Sunset? Rochelle.
Mm-hmm.
And her lesbian girlfriend. When they did a video, that was a little hot. Yeah. That was a little hot. A little sexy. Yeah. Rochelle's got a little hot body.
She's a hottie.
And the other girl does this cute little rap thing, and she's kind of sexy. So, I don't know. What's her name? Flip.
I don't even know.
Oh, G Flip.
G Flip.
The fact that I know that.
She's on Hot Topics.
I need help.
Yeah. So, the other person they have on there, they have the new girl, Chastity, the new Bachelorette. She's on there. Okay. And Ariana Madix from Vanderpump Rules is on there.
And how was she?
Who recently just had that whole big blow up with Tom Sandoval and her whore friend Raquel. She was great, actually.
Wow.
They made a dress that looked exactly like her revenge dress that she wore on the reunion, and
wow.
She came to win.
To shake?
She's the only one to shake. It was a shakedown.
Wow.
Like she was dancing with a fire. Like she's out for blood.
Wow, good for her.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than his band.
Oh my God.
He's got to be the worst.
He's the worst. You know
Who's
what I just saw that people are saying he's on? The Masked Singer.
yes, and he's on some sort of boot camp.
Yeah,
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 somebody's going to be booting him.
yeah. He's a weirdo.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
guy's weird.
I know. I didn't like him from the beginning. I thought he was cocky. I never liked Tom. Never did.
I hope she wins this just because of this. Like in light of this.
Yeah, good for her.
Jason Mraz is also on Dancing with the Stars, and he looked like he was doing pretty good too.
Oh, is he the one who sings that song? Who's Jason Mraz?
He sings this song. Yeah.
I got the music. What is it?
No, not that song.
Uh,
Maybe. I don't know, actually. I can't. Let me look it up.
I think that's him. Jason Mraz. Like he wants to dance.
um, he has a new dancing song out, but I don't know if it's that one that you're singing. I'm Yours is one of them.
Yeah, I thought it was
There's one that just came
with the
out.
dance that looks like this.
I feel like dancing.
I feel like dancing. That's it. That's a great. Oh, I love that song.
Well, he feels
Could
like
he move?
dancing. He's on Dancing with the Stars. He did pretty good.
Oh, I love that.
It looked pretty natural to me.
Yeah. Well, his video, he's got some moves there.
He could be a contender.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Another new piece of information is Pete Davidson's on to a new chick.
I
Again.
did you watch his series? Blink, Bupkis on Peacock.
Yeah.
Hysterical.
Hysterical.
Joe Pesci, his grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cameos with everybody. All these comedians. And he is just so good at self deprecating on himself and making fun of himself and not taking himself too serious. I love him. I love him.
So you understand why he's getting all these chicks?
Not really, but I'm just saying he's very, very funny. And if his personality, you almost feel like the way they did do the story, you were feeling a little bit like, because it's sad and serious. And you were feeling a little bit for the mother, like that she lost her father, and Pete lost his father as a firefighter,
Mm-hmm.
and she loves her son, and here's her son going through all this addiction problem, and he doesn't shy away from it in the series, which I commend him for doing that, and how it affects his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really thought, and then he gets high in the rehab. It's kind of funny. I think one of the rappers in there with him too. There was other celebrities in
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I mean, but he makes fun of himself, and his grandfather's upset, and but he keeps his like close friends that he grew up with. I think that's nice.
Yeah.
That he trusts.
Yeah. So he's now dating Madeline Klein from Outer Banks.
Wow, she's hot.
She is hot, but he's pulling all these hot chicks, and I want to know how. I feel like Pete Davidson has become like a rite of passage for young girls. Like if you want your career to, you feel like your career is like going down a little bit, you're gonna date Pete Davidson. If you went through a very public breakup in the last couple years, you're gonna date Pete Davidson.
And he must be having a good time with them, or they must be having a good time with him, though.
Something's going on. I mean, he's dating Kim Kardashian.
Well, we wouldn't say she has a funny bone, but I'm saying, somebody must think he's really funny, and all the girls must be attracted. Women are attracted to humor,
Yeah.
don't you think? I think if you got a funny bone, you get a guy, you get a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody's taking this kid for a spin.
Yeah.
He's literally like the Staten Island ferry. Like, you don't really want to ride it, but if you want to catch a body, you're getting on the ferry.
Oh.
And you're going to go have pizza with Pete Davidson and his fucking family.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I don't know. I need to know. I want to know.
You want to know what the attraction is?
Yeah, I mean, he reminds me of like a Great Dane. Just like a goofy, like playful pup.
But he must be funny. He just must be easygoing. And then, like I said, he must. Maybe they feel like they can fix him. I don't know,
What's
right?
your story, Pete?
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know.
Plus,
Follow us. Um, so how was the Republican debate last night?
very bad. I will say this: Nikki Haley, the only woman at the debate, was the strongest candidate. I'm a Democrat, but I will, I believe in our country is, Democrat, Republican. Everybody has a right to an opinion. We need to come together. We need to pass bills. We need to compromise. We need to stop all this negativity. But she really sounded good. She was okay. She held her own, but overall, they all were very weak candidates. They don't. Chris Christie, I like, but he didn't. Very lackluster. You know, Pence went off on this weird thing about his wife. Uh, what's his name? The Indian guy. What's his name? Anyway, that he does TikToks, and then Nikki Haley made a comment. He knocks Chinese companies, and he's doing TikTok. She says, that's owned by a Chinese company, and she thinks TikTok is very bad for our society and for the young people of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and that you're putting all your information, and the Chinese can get it, and she was very informative. And she says, I feel like every time you talk, you make me feel dumber. And it was a really good line. And it was something from Billy Madison, which was funny. I don't know how the exact words were, but it was very funny.
Yeah.
So, but overall, it wasn't a great debate. And earlier, Biden was on the picket line with all the union workers. And then that night, Trump was at a rally talking to non union employees. So I don't know how that works for him in his mind. But, you know, we'll see. He's got, 4 indictments, 90 counts. We'll see if he's our next president and if America will choose him again.
They probably will.
I don't think so.
You think Sleepy Joe is gonna take
Yes,
it?
yes, yes, I do. Should he? He's an older man and he has, you know, they're not the best candidates, but we want to stand for democracy. January 6th did happen. And, I really believe that this is the man, the way to go. And if the Democrats don't come out with a beautiful, young, vibrant candidate, then you're going to have to go with him,
Mm-hmm.
not with a man that has all these counts against him. And he just got found out that there's fraud in New York, and the judge convicted him of that. Yes, it was a civil case, but listen, he was evaluating his money, his hotels really high, insurance companies low, and it was fraud, you know?
I don't think he's gonna see any jail time
We don't know.
though.
If he does,
He's gonna weasel his way out somehow.
we'll see. You
He
know,
seems like a burrower.
we'll see. The law has a good way of catching up to even the best of you. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
above the law.
Did you watch any of the Murdaugh thing?
I did a little bit of it.
The first season?
Yeah, creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a full episode on the second season of
Saison.
the Murdaughs because me and my other co-host Jackie did it, and now a new season is out, and this guy got off somehow, and he was fully convicted, and he's guilty. But you want to know something? His great grandfather owns the courthouse, so
Yeah. Yeah.
that's one of the biggest pieces of evidence I feel like anybody needs to know. And his little redheaded bastard son Baxter is out in the Honolulu mountains
Doing what?
with his girlfriend, probably burying his father's money.
You think? Ooh, yeah, yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot to touch in on that though. We're not even going to get into that today because I'll be here all night.
Yeah, he. I think that family picture was scary. You know, two redheads. I mean, I love redheads, but they just look creepy.
Yeah,
You know, like
like Chucky.
yeah,
Yeah, scary.
a little
I
scared.
mean, your husband is a redhead.
Yeah,
She's terrified.
he's terrifying.
So when you were growing up, well, when we were growing up, what do you think the craziest story from when we were all younger would be to you?
So many of them.
Oh,
I mean, it depends. I did the craziest story.
or the funniest, I guess. Crazy and funny go hand in hand, though.
There was once a bunch of kids showed up on the front lawn. Daddy was working at the garden. I was by myself, and like a gang of kids came to beat up Johnny. And I mean, like a gang, not like 10, like 25. And they had like little weapons, belts, bats. And Tommy and his friend Anthony Salzano, God rest his soul, he has passed away, came out like in helmets and hockey sticks. And just to be there for his. And Johnny was on the front lawn, and I said to Johnny, "Don't leave the front lawn. They have to come on our lawn." But I knew all the kids. They ate at my house. I go,
Mhm.
"What are you doing over there, Jose?
Mhm.
You just had pizza at my house last week. Now you're coming here to." But it was one of Johnny's friends they were looking for who did something. That little, what was his name? Bupkis? What was it?
Andrew.
Andrew. He did something. And so they were coming to Johnny to find him. And it was just after, I mean, at the time it was scary. I thought they were going to beat him up. And he's ready to fight people on the front lawn. And I was kind of scared. Another time, both Tommy and Johnny, Tommy was playing football and he was standing up for somebody and they jumped they jumped his running back or somebody and Tommy just jumped in the car or he called Johnny, Kevin, a bunch of people and they all got into trouble kind of sort of.
Yeah, I don't think we could talk about that one on camera.
Yeah.
They might be able to see this. The people that got into that mess.
Yeah.
I remember. I know you're talking about the Shoreham thing.
Yeah. But those were things as a parent I was afraid for my children. Um but would never ever tell the cops anything.
They were good at that.
Yes. Uh,
My parents aren't rats.
no. My husband was the type of guy who said, "Get a warrant. Get off the lawn. You're short. Get a life." You know?
Mhm.
And that cop stalked Daddy for a year until he got him on a ticket.
Yep.
But yeah. I mean, it was always fun. I mean, your brothers, everybody in the family has a good sense of humor. And everybody likes to best each other, even all your cousins. Everybody's always enjoys each other's company.
Mhm.
Growing up as young kids, you were always entertaining yourselves. There was no iPhones or this phones. You just went out back and played. You were usually in the hockey net, and they were whipping hockey sticks at you or lacrosse sticks at you, and everybody was always playing, riding
Mhm.
bikes, having fun. You know what I mean? It was just fun.
So before podcasts were a thing, you actually had your own show called the Joni Jesse Raphael Show.
I certainly did with my
What
niece.
what made you start that?
My niece and my nephew came over, and so we had our four kids and then our two kids, and we just wanted to have fun. And then Daddy took it too serious. Then all of a sudden there was speakers and I had to get a hat, and then we just riffed off each other, me and Kelly. I was Joanie Jessica Raphael, and she was Maria, you know, a gangster princess.
Yeah.
It
And
was really funny. It's funny to watch.
and her boyfriend Tony lost his toes.
Tutos.
His two toes.
It was one of the best things.
You guys actually recorded us for most of our lives.
Yeah, and we did the highs and the lows, and everything was a pie eating a contest. We didn't have a lot of money, so it was like you made the best of what you could do, right? And
He put that little $13 camera to work.
yes, yes, and
Definitely.
then he dressed up as a clown, and he was like
Yeah.
a killer clown. It's a baby party with little kids crying.
I remember I was crying.
Yeah,
Actually, no, I wasn't there in that one. I wasn't born yet.
no, when Nicole and Sarah were there, so you were a baby. You were a little baby then,
Back in the day,
and
if you speaking of all these things, back in the day, people were able to just smoke whenever they wanted to smoke, and in all the like home videos, people are just straight up smoking cigs while holding
a baby.
a baby.
Yeah.
It's the funniest thing in the world. Like
When I had a baby, I could smoke in the hospital. We had the baby, and then you walk down, and there was a smoking area in the hospital. Yes, it was crazy.
we were actually just talking about this, and
Yeah.
when I first started Cedar Lodge, there was a nurse there that um like worked there for years and years and years, and she used to tell us how they used to have like a candy striper that would come around in the nursing home, sell cigarettes to the patients and shit, and they all the nurses used to like smoke right at the nurses station, just blow it down.
Wow.
I
I believe
I
that.
couldn't imagine that.
Yeah. You just smoked.
Then you really don't get a break.
Yeah.
You just you can't use the excuse like I need to go smoke. You could
Yeah.
just
I
light up.
wasn't the type of mother that could sit and smoke it like at the park if my kids were out. I always did it in my house.
You're a nighttime smoker.
Yeah, I'm a nighttime smoker. I could never like chew gum and smoke at the same time.
No.
You know, like I just didn't, if I was at the park and but I did smoke.
You use cigarettes as like a decompression
Yes,
method.
exactly. And I wish I can get rid of that filthy habit.
Yeah. This is just as bad.
Yes.
A lot of things are going downhill about the vapes, but I'm still smoking them.
I hear that. I hear they're just as bad as cigarettes. Is that true?
Yeah, they are. I mean, because people that didn't even like in the beginning when the Juuls first became popular, people started smoking them to quit smoking cigarettes.
Right.
It helped me quit smoking cigarettes, but then I got addicted to the vape, and you could just sit in your bed all night and vape, and there's no smell.
Wow.
So you're vaping all day long, but then people that weren't even addicted to nicotine started vaping.
Wow.
And then now they're addicted to nicotine.
Wow. I see. I go on the opposite. I was smoking Marlboro. Then I went to the reservation. I was getting Senecas. Now I'm back to Marlboro 100s.
Oh, you're just putting down cowboy killers now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
But
Just,
you were never able to smoke weed.
growing up, I smoked a lot of pot.
She was a drug dealer in her day.
Yes, and not proud of it. It was only marijuana, but yes.
Funny story, I actually found that out because my mom had a job for like a year at Kitchen Collection, and the lady she used to go to high school with came in and told a story about how she used to be a drug dealer. And she was like, "How you doing, Jody? I haven't seen you since high school when you used to sell us all weed." And I was like, "What?" And then I found out she was the kingpin of Pat Med.
Did what I had to do to make a buck. I was a poor girl.
Poor girl from the Bronx, selling dime bags.
Oh God, those were the days. But then all of a sudden it turned, and I got paranoid. I'd be in the bathroom, like on the floor, after I smoked a joint, like, oh my God, the cops are here,
Yeah,
and be freaking out. So
that happens to me now, and I'm an adult.
I can't enjoy it at all.
No, I mean I could take one hit, and I feel like the aliens are coming. I'm gonna die. I'll put my watch on just to check my heartbeat.
Yeah,
Like,
I might have a heart attack at
yeah.
any moment.
And Ben will be like, it's all in your head. Like, you're not even high. And I'll be like, tell it to my pulse.
Yeah,
Tell it to my fucking pulse.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No, no, it became not fun.
I used to be able to smoke weed too. And then one day I smoked weed and I thought the house was on fire
Yeah,
in the pool house. And I was in the pool house and I was looking out the window of the pool house and I was looking at the house and I thought it was up in flames. So I actually went inside, woke up my parents, and I was tripping balls.
yeah.
It must have been laced or something because I was like hot and then I was cold and then I was just walking around, pacing around. It was the weirdest shit in the world.
Last time I smoked, I remember taking a toke. Was it like maybe it was one or two, one or two tokes, and me and Daddy were both in the little bathroom, hiding, looking out for police officers. I think it was about to be legal, and I was so freaked out. I thought I was going to get arrested,
And you were in your own
and I
home.
was child endangering. My children were downstairs, probably smoking pot too.
Yeah.
You know, I freaked out that much, and I said I don't want to smoke.
One of the funniest things is when I was younger, for a little short period of time, you were pretty strict
Yeah,
with me at least. And I remember I was able to hang out like on the front lawn with like a group of people and we were hanging out and all you saw like in the windows you wouldn't see anything but you would see my mom's cigarette butt. Like the red the red thing in the window. All you would see is the red and that's how you knew that she was up there.
she was around.
Yeah, and she was watching. You saw the little red in the window, you saw a little flicker and you were like, "All right, you guys got to go."
Yeah.
The people are watching.
Well, you kind of only hung out with the neighborhood kids, right?
I was all over the place. I got a couple groups.
Yeah, you do. You have a lot of friends.
I do.
All nice kids.
Mhm.
Kids to me, but yeah, all nice people.
I'd say. Now we're all old with babies.
No, oldest 60.
No.
Come on.
Old is like
Come on.
old is 90.
Yeah, that's right.
That's like a little bit older. I feel like 60 is the new 50.
Yeah, you're right.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I mean, some days I feel great. I feel happy.
Mhm.
I change my tone and I feel like okay. And then other days I'm like, sucks.
Yeah.
I
Give me
can't.
a yo-yo.
Yeah. Give me 10 Oreos and let's call it a day.
So the next episode I'm gonna have, maybe not the next one, but soon I'm gonna have your sponsor come on because
Yes.
you are over a year sober,
Yep. I'm a year and about 4 months sober.
and we're gonna talk about Cynthia, who's gonna come on, and she's gonna tell us all about her story, and then eventually we're gonna turn that into a series about addiction and all of the things that go into that.
Oh,
With
I think you're going to love it. You're going to love her story. She's probably one of the most down to earth people. She's honest. She's raw. Um, she'd give you the shirt off her back, but she's been through it all and she survived and she's 10 years sober and she works it.
mhm,
And she inspires me. And I just had lunch with her yesterday with her and her sister. And I left feeling, I had a smile on my face.
yeah,
They helped me to just turn it around.
mhm,
Don't stay in it.
yeah,
You
live in
know,
the moment.
yeah. She just taught me a new thing. Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? Does it need to be said at all? And so I'm pondering that. I'm pondering, that maybe sometimes I don't need to give my opinion. I don't need to, or do I need to stand up for myself in certain circumstances? And I don't, you know. When I was younger, I had like a chip on my shoulder. I'd attack you if for any old reason.
mhm,
And then I became mellow, and it was like, how important is this to
yeah,
argue over? You know?
yeah,
So, sometimes you don't need to say anything. Let it play out,
yeah.
You don't need to give your opinion. I like those.
I like sitting back and watching.
You're a very good observer.
Mm-hmm. You're watching. You're listening.
You're learning.
Then you build up your case.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's how you play it. Then before you know it, you have a full rap sheet. You bring it to the table, and they're like, "Oh, oh, you're right."
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you ever think of this?
Yeah, you
Son of
didn't.
a bitch?
Yeah, you didn't think I remembered that, did you?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.
So I'm definitely gonna have you on again.
Yeah. I'll
Thank you
tell
for
my
coming.
story when Cynthia comes too.
Yep, we're gonna
I mean, you
definitely
know
have
my
you.
story, but I'll tell you.
The people don't.
The people don't.
So we're definitely gonna do another thing. She's gonna be back for hot topics. I feel like you did very good today.
Well, thank you. This is very strange for me to be speaking into a speaker and having headphones on
Mhm.
and just looking in the camera. How do I look?
You got the gift of gab. All right, Lauren, you could take us out of here.